Hi. I don't know how this lighting is. I also don't know if I'm yelling at you. So if either is annoying, I apologize. Okay, hi. We are in a bit of a different spot today. It's actually very cold right here. I am sitting on the floor and the floor is freezing here. But anyway, the show must go on, so here we are. But today is officially, hang on. Okay, today's officially exactly 100 days until Devin and I get married. I'm so excited! Okay, so I wanted to just make this video as like I'm 100 days out, what I've decided, like a where I'm at kind of video for anybody who may be wedding planning or who just likes these kind of videos. So here we are. I do have a list of things that I wanted to talk about. I have some things that I want to go through, go over, do with you. This is going to be fun. It's going to be a pretty long video. I have to keep an eye on the time because I am on my lunch break right now. But I have my water because I'm going to be yapping. My notes are on my phone, so I will be sorry if you heard my little alien come out of my throat. It's still happening. I will be looking at my phone quite a bit. So first things first. It's not first things first, but it's the first thing that I wrote down, and it's like exciting. I really want to talk about it. I ordered our invitations. So Devin actually did help me design our invitations. We made them on Canva, and I ordered them through Vistaprint. Vistaprint is like my guy. I don't know if I've spoken about it on this channel, but we were supposed to get married. We were supposed to be married already. We were supposed to get married September 20th, 2025. And then I kind of like dove in too fast and I wasn't happy with how things were going. I really didn't like the venue we were supposed to be getting married at or the venue coordinator. So I postponed the whole wedding. But I was fully in planning. I already sent out save the dates and stuff. So the first time I did save the dates, I only got like a handful of magnets for the people really close to us, like our grandparents, parents, etc. And everybody else got paper. And on the back of the paper ones was the website link. The second time around, so this time, I did magnets for everybody. Both times I ordered invitations, save the dates, was through Vistaprint, and Vistaprint's customer service is unmatched. I don't remember which batch it was. I've done this too much. But one of the batches that I got, some of the magnets had like a line going through the picture, and it was really faint. It wasn't a big deal, but like at the same time, I'm getting married once, kind of wanted it to be as perfect as possible. So I did reach out to customer service. I was like, hey, like 30 of the save the dates that I ordered, which was just under half, came with a line through it. What can we do about that? So they just sent me more. They just replaced them. Like no costs, no questions asked. I mean, I had to send pictures and stuff, but their customer service is like, they're on their game. And then when I was ordering the invitations, they show you a proof, obviously. And the proof, it was like, I don't know how to, we're going to just use my phone. So pretend that this is, like you're reading it like this. This is how, okay. You're reading it like this. So this is the top of my phone. This is the bottom. And like, this is how you would read it. This is the right orientation. So the other, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a separate card for RSVP or just put it on the back. So I wound up putting it on the back just to save some more money. We're going to talk about that too. But on the back side is the RSVP. So I wanted it to be like this and then you read it and it makes sense. But it looked like, the way that it was in the proof, it looked like you had to flip it like that. And I hated that. So I reached out. I was like, hey, I just want to make sure like this isn't going to be a problem. Like I want to make sure you're flipping it horizontally and not vertically. And she was very patient with me. She was great. And she's like, yeah, the proof isn't the best to go by. You should go by the preview. So I went by the preview and that looked perfect. So I did order them. They're coming by Wednesday. So what I did for the save the dates was I had my Cricut actually write out address the envelopes because my handwriting is not to be tested. And I also can't write straight. I usually whoop or whoop. So I'm not doing it. And Devin's definitely not doing it. So to avoid all that, I just have the robot do it. And it's great. It comes out perfect as long as my pen has ink in it. You can change the font. You can pick whatever. If you want a video of that, I'll do that. I'll probably record a little bit of it anyway when I do get them and I start addressing the envelopes, because those got to go out. So, rolling with the invitations, my grandmother for Christmas got us a little you know those little, like, they're like this big accordion folders. Some people use them for like for bills or organizing your money or whatever. She gave me one of those with 200 stamps in it. And that sounds like getting socks for Christmas. But stamps are expensive, and that's probably one of the best gifts I've heard of as far as wedding planning goes, because that's one less cost that I have to worry about, and I already have them. Like, they're in the other room waiting for the envelopes. That's it. Okay, so those were the first two things. Bridal shower. So my bridal shower is scheduled for the end of March, and I'm excited for that. I have no control over it though, and I fear that I have a control issue because it's kind of making me itch. My aunt did hire a decorator for both the wedding and the bridal shower, but the decorator is very big on, which this was not how I was running things or how I wanted to run things, but she's very big on, like, you don't need to know anything. This is supposed to be like a surprise for you. You're just supposed to just show up the day up and be like, oh my god, wow, it's nice, whatever. So I'm not allowed to see the invitations. I'm not allowed to know anything, and it's kind of killing me. Just un poco, but it's fine. Moving on to the bachelorette. So I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but so it's me, and then I have 6 bridal party members on my side. I have a maid of honor, 4 bridesmaids, and a bridesman. Because what we're doing for my bachelorette is a weekend away, it's, I don't want any of the girls to be uncomfortable with him there, and I don't want him to be uncomfortable being the only man there. So, I did invite him, so, okay, alright, pause. It's like a staycation kind of thing. It's not in my hometown, but it's like, a few towns over. It's fine. It's it'll take like about an hour to get there. But we're still going to be on Long Island. It's going to be great. And it's going to be cold. So we're just going to be staying in. I think it'd be fun if we could, like, just bond, play some board games, make some, like, homemade cocktails and stuff, which I think is so much fun because I've been dabbling in that. I think I mentioned that in one of these videos. I want to go out to one nice dinner where I'll wear my white getup, whatever. The girls can dress up. And I did invite him to come to that. He said no. Twice. He also said he's going to find this video, so, because he told me to send it to him. I said, absolutely not. Love you, though. I am really excited for that, though. It's going to be super, like, low-key. I don't know what we're going to eat, but your girl likes food, so, I don't know. But I think it'd be good for the girls to get to know each other, kind of, like a little bonding, mingling type of weekend. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Rehearsal dinner is booked. Obviously, the bridal shower and bachelor are booked. I didn't really say it, but they are booked. The rehearsal dinner is booked. We're not doing the day before because it's going to be a long day, which Devin's mom pointed out, so we're going to do 2 days before at a restaurant that I really like, and they're kind of big on building a relationship with the people that, with their clientele. Is that the right word? I don't know if that's the right word, but they're like, listen, if I just wanted to make money off of you, I would sell you on, like, the top shelf liquor for the night or the event, whatever. But I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about, like, building a relationship with you and, you coming back and being like, oh my god, I have to have my next party there. So he was like, it doesn't really make sense to do that. Unfortunately, so we decided to go with the beer and wine package. I unfortunately drink neither. I like cocktails. I'm going to have to go to the bar and develop a relationship with the bartender so I can have some drinks that night. But I like that it's not the day before, because I feel like a lot of people know, like, okay, I shouldn't get hammered, I shouldn't get sloppy, but some people just do it anyway and then pay the consequences the next day. But that won't be a thing either way. So that's exciting. And then I think that's also a good time for us to, it's like a welcome party kind of, because it's not the day before. I don't know. I don't really know what the difference is. But We'll get to see the people that are coming from out of town. They're going to be invited. I'm going to try to keep it as low-key as possible. It is a small room, so we are limited in how many people can come. DIY projects to be done. I really don't know what this entails because, again, we hired a decorator, and she's kind of like, don't be stupid. Don't do things you don't need to do. Like, that's what I'm here for. And you're gonna make this whole big project and then never use it again, never touch it again, just throw it out. Like, I have that stuff already. So I don't really know what that entails at the moment. We'll touch back on that later. We're gonna come back to to-do list because I don't have my notebook with me, which is kind of dumb for this video. Please hold. Actually, I'll just grab it right now. Okay, so sorry. What did I say? To-do list. Like bachelorette brainstorming. One nice dressed up dinner out. We'll go over the second thing. My Nintendo Switch, the whole setup for games. I love Just Dance, so I do have Wii for Just Dance, but I think you can get Just Dance on the Switch, because that makes sense. It's Nintendo. I want to do oversized t-shirts for the girls instead of like cutesy pajamas or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure that out. That's not set in stone. Board games or card games. Somebody must have some more Switch remotes. Maybe I'll have Kayla bring up some. And then I want to make each of the girls a goodie bag. So that I'm really excited for it. I'm not going to read what I have that I want to put in the goodie bag because spoilers. And then the other thing is also part of that. So I'm not going to mention that either. But that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about to-do lists. Okay. Alterations. My alterations start in, I think, exactly 30 days. Yeah. So exactly 30 days from today. I have 3 appointments. They're all set up already. I just have to go to the first one, bring the payment, thank you. And I do have a note to do a sit test, but that's it. That's self-explanatory and pretty easy. Figure out bridal party walkouts. I'm a very easily embarrassed person. The idea of doing a walkout, like, you know, everybody looking at you and like having to like, what? I don't like it. That makes me a little nauseous. So I don't know, because I know my bridal party. Both sides I know pretty well, and I know who would be okay with doing it and who would want to crawl into a hole and die. So I also need to figure out mine and Devin's, and I'm fine doing it with it. I'm fine with doing it for our wedding because obviously we know everybody. Everybody's there. Everybody that's there. There we go. Loves us and kind of knows us. Doesn't really know like the playful side of us because we're not like that with everybody. But it's our night. We're gonna do it. Okay. Makeup is already booked. Hair is almost booked. She did actually DM me, and I have not answered yet because I suck. I'll have to answer her after I finish this video. Okay. Spray tan trials. I want to do one for my bridal shower. Oh, wait. Okay. Next is nail trial, but can I just say for the... I might have said this already. I feel like I've said everything already, but for the bridal shower, what I want to do is I found a new nail place. So I want to do... I don't know if I want to do my usual square, if I want to do coffin, but the nails that I want to do are cat eye. And they're the color of the girls' dresses for the wedding day. I'm so in love with that idea. It's ridiculous. But I can't wait. That's so exciting. Just to tie in the color a little bit. I'm very excited about it. I love it. Set aside tip money. So the tips, I fear, are going to be the death of me because everybody needs to be tipped. And like a lot. Prepare a shot list for the photographer. This I'm just going to kind of do a Pinterest board, I think, and I'll just send it to her. I do have her phone number, so I'll just text it to her. Transportation. I need to figure out how we're getting everywhere. And to do that, I need to do the next thing and figure out where we're getting ready. Because we need to start getting ready at like 5 a.m. 5 or 5:30. What time did she say? Time start 5 a.m. Which means I'm going to have to get up at 4 a.m. to get out there. We're not going to talk about it. Okay, so I found a song that I want to use for my processional, and I'm in love with it, and I have the timing written out for each couple, like, you know, to walk down the aisle together, and I think it's going to be beautiful, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to cue people, so I'm going to I already have it. I just have to put it to the side. Make a cue sheet for, I'm going to have the decorator do it, I'm pretty sure. But I have all the lyrics printed out, so she's just going to have to read along, and then when I highlight the word that they're supposed to be cued on, and who's going to be cued. So, I don't know why the only song that's coming to mind right now is Take Me Back to the Night We Met. So, on take, like I'll highlight take, and it'll say Devin and Alyssa, and she'll say, okay, go. When they say, well, like when the music says take. You know what I'm saying. Okay, anyway. And then one of my bridesmaids said that she can cut together ceremony music to make it like, you know, for before the processional, when everybody's just kind of sitting down, whatever, arriving. Next, we're going to go over this save or, I'm going to take this off before it vibrates again. My save or splurge list. So each thing that I say I have listed in a category, I'll go over it a little bit. I don't have exact prices, so I'll put them on the screen as I go. But in the save category, we have invitations. So I just ordered 80 invitations. I'll put the exact number of invitations and the price on the screen. But I just ordered my invitations again from Vistaprint, and there was a coupon. So you bet I saved on my invitations. Same thing with Save the Dates, which we already talked about. But coupons are, and Vistaprint always has coupons. And if you sign up for the text, they send you coupons all the time. It's fantastic. Okay. Favors. I don't know if I'm doing favors, but if I do, it'll be something very small, very simple. My bachelorette, I mentioned, is going to be pretty low budget. Subscription boxes. I really wanted one because when you first get engaged, it's like the excitement of it, and you just want everything bridal related and everything, you know, everything related to getting engaged. I say save your money. And we'll talk more about it in a little bit. Hair and makeup, I am on the save side of instead of splurge. This depends on the person, but for me personally, I don't wear makeup. I wear mascara, and that is it, and some chapstick, maybe. But it's also a very big thing for me and Devin that I don't look like somebody completely different, which is why the woman who's doing everybody's makeup for the day of the wedding is who has done my makeup multiple times before, and I still look like me. Like, that's very important to me, and I think it's important to Devin too. And hair, my hair doesn't hold super well, unfortunately, and if we're gonna be like jumping around and everything, I get it for pictures, you want it to be pretty and perfect and everything, but I'm not that. Like, I'm not neat and orderly, and, you know, like, my hair is never perfect, and, you know, I always have flyaways and, you know, a little frizz, so I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not on my wedding day. I still want to be me. I still want to be, like, I don't want to be worried about, like, I can't move too much, I can't have too much fun, because I'm going to sweat, and my makeup's going to disappear, and my hair's going to get all frizzy. I plan on dancing my ass off, so no sense in wasting money on that. For me. Next we have wedding bands. So Devin just wants a rubber wedding band, and I said, okay, that's fine, but honey, you can't wear rubber on our wedding day. You have to wear like a real one. So I did order him a tungsten ring from Amazon. Ooh. Okay, I did grab both. I don't remember. Enso is the brand that I got his rubber ring from, and it has a beveled edge, so. I don't know how well you can see that. Oh, here we go. And then his real one is the same thing. So that's his real one. It's tungsten, came off Amazon. Again, I'll put the price on the screen, but nothing crazy for my sweet boy who will not be wearing his real ring. But I'd rather him wear the rubber ring, be safer at work, XYZ. No degloving for my husband, please. Okay. Now we're going to go on to the splurge side. That's it for the save side. Sorry, there's one more thing on the save side, but we're going to revisit. So on the splurge side, we have photographer and videographer. This is huge for me. Huge! Because if I'm going to walk away from my wedding day with anything besides my love and husband and future, whatever, it's going to be memories. These are so important to me because I want to, it's one day. It goes by so fast, and that's such a common thing that people tell you once they get married. Like, oh my god, it was over so fast after all that planning, all that time, all that effort, all that money. It was just over. I don't want it to be over. I want to be able to go back anytime I want. And I feel like if you get the right photographer, videographer, that's how you do that. I also know multiple people who have been burned by trying to save on their photo video. I did talk to Devin. We booked this, our photo video company we booked for the first wedding. And I had to like kind of convince Devin. I was like, I know it's a lot of money, but it's $6,000, which isn't crazy, but it's significantly more than people that I know and what they've spent. But I am a firm believer in this case, and you get what you pay for. Not always, but with this, yes. So I was able to like convince him. I was like, I'm not planning on doing this, so can we do more of this? But that's a big thing for me, and I really hope that it pays off. My photographer alone, I've spoken to her multiple times already. I'm going to be speaking to her more over the next couple months, but she is such a doll, and I'm really happy that she's part of my team for my wedding day because I feel like I'll be in good hands. So, DJ and music I think is another splurge because all I hear is that everybody will remember the food and the DJ from your wedding day. I plan on people remembering more than just that, but because those aren't the things that I remember. DJ, yes. Food, not really. Like for me, that's just like, oh yeah, the food is good, but that's not the standout thing from the wedding. I remember ceremonies because I'm a sucker for love, as we know from this channel, but whatever. Anyway, DJ music, again, I think you get what you pay for. I didn't spend a lot of money on hours, but he did come highly recommended as a bilingual DJ from the Facebook group that I'm in, so I'm hoping that that works out. And he's also very sweet. And then food and alcohol. So we wound up going with a venue that's all-inclusive. We have top shelf liquor. And then we had our tasting not too long ago, as I mentioned in a couple videos ago. It's a family business, so, you know, the guy that we were speaking to at the tasting is the father of the girl that I've been dealing with to book and everything. So like I don't know, I like that. I feel like it brings a more personal touch. Everybody cares about each other, and it's like the family business, so you obviously want it to succeed, and they're gonna do everything they can to take care of you. So that's all. I don't think necessarily you have to spend a lot of money on your venue, so that could go and save, but for me, the food and alcohol price is built into the venue price, so it's all one amount. Okay, back to our list. So sorry. We are yapping a million miles a minute. Okay, honeymoon plans. Devin and I are not worried about a honeymoon. We're getting married in May. Come October, we'll have been together for 10 years. So honeymoon is not really like top of the list of priorities. We are planning on going on one eventually, probably this time next year. So about a year after we get married. But our priority is going to be making our house bigger, because we do want to have kids and start a family. So the size of our house right now, that's not going to happen. So we're going to have to make it bigger. We do have some architect some architect contacts that we've been speaking to very briefly, and then we heard the pricing of just hiring the architect alone, and we were like, yeah, after the wedding we'll talk about it. So that's what we're doing for that. I'm also hoping that this isn't too repetitive from my last wedding yap video, because that was a while ago at this point. But I told myself I was going to rewatch it and I didn't. Okay, something old, new, borrowed, and blue. This, I don't really know how much I'm worried about it, but my grandmother, the one who bought the stamps, is very, so she hasn't been to a wedding in a very long time. So her wedding views and expectations and everything are a little more outdated. So when I tell her, like, oh, we're not going to do a garter toss, we're not going to do a bouquet toss, she's like, what? Like, she's going to be shook by how untraditional our wedding is. But she did ask about the something old, new, borrowed, blue, and if anybody had claimed any of those. And I said, no, I don't think so. I don't even know if I'm doing that. And she's like, okay, well, I don't remember which one she picked, but she picked something. So we'll see. I do want a garter, I think. I don't know. I don't really care. That appears to be the issue with a lot of things. I just don't care. But I digress. So I'm really not sure. I'm not too worried about that. That's not something that I have a lot of stake in. Okay, Amazon wish lists. I do have a few of these. Okay, so I do have a Bachelorette Amazon wish list, and this just has games in it mostly. I think this is really cool, this smart bar coaster thing. It tells you like exactly how much of what to put in for a drink to make like the perfect drink. I think that's so cool. I just kind of want that to have it, and it's on sale. Tempting. This, we're going to talk about this in a minute, but okay. Then we're going to go down to, alright, bridal shower with a question mark. I have just games saved here, but again, the bridal shower is no longer my responsibility, so I'm not really worried about it. But that's a potential dress that I'm definitely not going to end up wearing because I don't like how the straps are. But continuing on, we have, in my bridal era, this is just cutesy bridal stuff, some potential wedding jewelry, anything that's branded bride or Mrs. or anything like that is in this list. But I do love these little baby's breath hairpins, but I don't think I love them enough to spend $30 for 5 hairpins. Like, this is beautiful, but I don't know if I want stuff in my hair. I don't know if I want to worry about it. These earrings are really nice. Yada yada yada. And then we have 2 more. So we have wedding day emergency, and then when I made this wish list, the that sound on TikTok, emergency, that was trending, paging Dr. B or whatever it is. So that is in the name of this wish list. But just have a whole bunch of little like emergency kit stuff that, you know, anybody might need, because I'm nothing if not someone who wants to take care of everybody. Like, we have Advil, Band-Aids, little heel like blister pads, Visine, allergy Visine in case the regular one's not enough, flossers, mouthwash, breath spray, lint rollers, a little nail kit, earring bags, Pepto-Bismol, Tylenol, Excedrin that's no longer available, earplugs for anybody that doesn't want to listen to the screaming music, and that's probably going to be offensive for some people, a lot of bobby pins, panty liners, safety pins, little clear elastic hair ties, pasties, oil blotting pads, nail glue, eyelash glue, Gorilla Glue, tweezers. Okay, so these are like the girl tweezers and boy tweezers. Little travel deodorants, clear coat for nails, clear nail polish, whatever you want to call it, some razors, lotion, a sewing kit, Tide sticks, boob tape, what are these, little towelettes, sweat blocking towels, a chafe stick, fashion tape, clothing tape, whatever you want to call it. I think this is actually wig tape, but they say it's really good as like fashion tape. So yeah, I just want anything that anybody needs, I want there, knowing that I'm not going to use half of that stuff. And then last but not least, we have wedding. I'm going to skip the first 2 things. I'm going to skip the first 4 things. But we have some like wood flowers, some veil weights, and then the rest is just kind of decor stuff. Some biodegradable confetti poppers, jewelry cleaner, which I don't really need because I have my hydrosonic, whatever. Some fake flowers. A lot of this stuff I'm probably not going to need. A little fan, which I probably will need because I feel like I'll be a sweaty monster. This I don't need anymore because we designed our invitations already. You know, I don't go through this all that often, as you can tell. Glow sticks, fairy lights, you know, a card box, a mirror, cocktail napkins. So the 2 things that I want to order right now. Oh, I also want one of those bridal trunks. So I'll be getting one of those eventually. I don't know where from because they're expensive, but I'm going to find one. I want to order my ring box and my vow books sooner rather than later. Oh, let me make sure this stopped recording. Okay. Yeah. Now we can go through the boxes in front of me. You can't see them, but they're here, trust me. So, water break. So as I said, it's very important to me that everybody has anything that they could possibly need during the wedding day. So I want to make a basket that's going to be in the bridal suite, just in case anybody needs anything. I also want to do little bathroom baskets, but I think for now I'm just going to do the one big one for the bridal suite, and then I'll deal with the rest later. But for my birthday, Kayla did make me a beautiful basket, and it came in this basket, which I was on FaceTime with her yesterday. I was like, where did I put that basket? Couldn't find it anywhere. Finally went into the attic, and I was looking for it, and then I was like, I wouldn't have put it in my suitcase, would I? I did. So we found it together on FaceTime last night. But we're going to fill this with any emergency stuff, which I have a whole bunch that I didn't say on my list in this bin. What time is it? Oh, we're fine. I'll be done in less than 20 minutes, promise. Okay, so it's just the big old tote that smells like plastic and toxic chemicals. My address is on this, which I don't like, so we're gonna try to maneuver this. Okay, this is a massive box of glow sticks that I don't know if they work anymore because I cracked a couple and one worked a little bit and the other one didn't work at all. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but my grandparents did have them sitting around. So, oh, they're gonna go everywhere. Are they already glowing? No, okay. Anyway, there's a lot in here. So, we do have those. Next we have, I have some pampas grass, or fake pampas grass, whatever you want to call this, from Hobby Lobby. It's very pretty. Don't know why I have it or what I'm going to do with it, because I bought one of each color, and they're still here. I think these would be really pretty in a bouquet, but I don't know. So those are here. Here's some more pampas that I haven't even taken out of the plastic yet. We have some fake greenery. I just work here. I fear I don't know what any of this is for. This we're going to put to the side. Okay, and this is a little countdown for the wedding. I'm actually going to, I've been meaning to take these two blocks to work with me because I have two of these. I did not buy them myself. Somebody gifted them to me that, you know, use them for their wedding or whatever. But unfortunately, the way that the blocks work is that, like, you can't do double numbers. So today's day 100, but if tomorrow I want to do day 99, there's a 6 and a 9. It's one number, and it's not on the other block. It's only on this one. So therefore, they bought two so they could, you know, have enough. But anyway, I'm gonna take those to work because I'm gonna need both of them. But this is the actual countdown that I really don't want to take out of here. It's very cute. Oh, there's chalk. Who knew? But there's these little plaques that say like wedding day or baby shower or anniversary or vacation, or you could just write on one. So I think it's very cute. But the number thing is a little unfortunate. So I do have this extra one that's just sitting here. Then I have this picture frame. This essentially is my wedding trunk, but I'm gonna decrease it and make it prettier and everything when I actually have one. But this is just one of the countdowns that I got. I think Kayla actually got me this one. But it is beautiful. That's actually probably the gift that I got the most when we got engaged. Everybody got me a countdown, I feel like. Then we have this happily ever after LED sign, which I don't have a little plug for this, but it's very cute. I did use it as part of the backdrop or photo booth thingy for the engagement party, so I'll put pictures on the screen. But I love this. I think it's so cute. I'd love to like hang it up somewhere I'll probably hang it up in my library one day when I have one. And then we have just the curtains and stuff that I use for the backdrop. So they were folded nicely, but I just ruined that. More curtains. And then I'll just put a picture of the photo booth on the screen so you can see. But I had this jumble, which is string lights and some greenery that I use for the photo booth. It was really pretty. I was very happy with it, considering it was like on a budget. But we're just gonna move all that there. This little frame stand or whatever, I could use this for a sign. I think I used it for a sign at the engagement party. I just don't remember what the sign said. I do have more of that greenery. 2 bags actually. Okay, this veil is one of the things that came in one of those subscription boxes, and like it's cute, hee hee ha ha, but it's like it's such a bad quality. Like, I don't know if you could hear that, but if you can, you shouldn't be able to. So maybe we'll just okay. Now we can continue. I do have a copy of the notebook here. So with the pages from this book, I'm going to make little confetti cones for the dried flower petals. I almost said leaves again. So that people can just, yay, and whatever. And it's not bad for the environment. Everything's great. And it's recycling, sort of. Okay, now we're going to get into my, some stuff for my basket. I bought a thing of Q-tips from Five Below. This isn't going to be pretty at all, so I don't need to keep it on the screen. I actually started this bin. So we have clear elastic, so I can take that off of my emergency list. I do have little flossers, toothpick flossers, super clean. I'm pretty sure I got most of this stuff at Five Below. 70 bobby pins. Everybody says to have chalk on hand for your wedding day in case you get stains on your dress or anything. So who am I if I'm not going to listen? I'm listening. And then we have some Red Eye Hydrating Comfort by Zine. Oh! And now I can use this somewhere else. Then we have Let the Adventure Begin. This came with other, oh, here it is. Twine and some little heart thingies. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with this. I'll find a purpose one day. I could do like cute little dates that have meaning for us. That's cute. And then it has little clothespins for pictures. So it's very cute. I'm not cute. I fear. This sash is actually pretty cute. This came in one of the boxes. Doesn't look like the best quality. It does look like just iron-on vinyl. Like it looks like I made this. But it's cute, and I'm only going to need it for what? The bridal shower and the bachelorette? The bride-to-be sash says it all. We all know how busy wedding celebrations can get. So leave all the announcing to us. Keep yourself entertained with the party drinks and celebratory cheers while we ensure all eyes are on the bride. It's very cute. Then these straws also came in a Miss to Mrs. box. I don't really care for paper straws, like at all, but I can bring these to the bachelorette. And then I got this ornament that says, "We're engaged 2024. I'll just show you. I don't know if you can see that. It's very cute. We're just not ornament people. So this is just this did not make it on the tree this year. But as we get more ornaments that have meaning and stuff, I'm sure we'll start putting ornaments on the tree. But for right now, it just seems like a lot of work. These little love cannons, which are twist and pop confetti cannon set. This is also from Miss to Mrs. These are just cute. So there's only 3 of them, so I don't really know what they're going to be used for, but I'll figure it out. This little cone guy is to use as a mold for my confetti cones. Thank you. Maybe I'll do that. That's a fun project. We'll do that together one day. Then I think these also came from Miss to Mrs. Yep. My little heart-shaped sunglasses. These are so cute. I love these. So, I just think they're precious. Okay, I did get a thank you card from my wedding dress shop, and it was really sweet. Dear Alyssa, thank you for choosing Max Bridal. It was my pleasure to have helped you through your process of finding your dream dress. You look beautiful in the one you chose and happy. I really enjoyed working with you and everyone you brought with you. I wish you so much happiness on your journey to the altar. Best wishes, Julie. She was great. We loved her. And then we have pictures that we used as decor for the engagement party. We just kind of had these everywhere. This came from one of these stores, HomeSense, Home Goods, whatever. TJ Maxx maybe. And then I ordered a bunch of distressed wood frames from Amazon. Devin picked them out actually. And I had a bunch of pictures of our engagement shoot printed. I don't know where the rest of them are. They might still be at his parents'. Here's another countdown that we got. And then here's a different frame with the same picture that somebody got us. There's definitely better pictures. I low-key hate the pictures from the day we got engaged, but it's fine. I was also quite heavy then. And then we have, I found the rest of them by the way. Some pictures of us throughout the years. This was actually at my mommy's wedding. And now 9 years later they're going to be at ours. And then just two Disney dorks. That's all. He's just my best friend. I'm so excited to marry him. Okay, hi. You are internally too hot, so we're going to talk fast. I'm also a little bit closer and my hair looks like a wreck, but we're just going to power through it. Mr. and Mrs. also sent these little eye patches that are reusable, and it's backwards on one because that's the selfie one, I think. Anyway. Cute, but like, never would have thought of it. Bride-to-be headband. Typical. I found another picture. This was actually the plaque for that little beaded looking spirally stand, but I could use this for the wedding. Don't know what for yet. Bride-to-be balloons, which I'll use for the bachelorette. These are the two hole punches that I have. This one's obviously massive. Okay. Photo booth props. I'm not a big photo booth prop girl, and I'm not having a photo booth at the wedding, so I'll probably throw these out or give them to somebody else. I did this I Spy at the bridal shower, which was cute. The bride and her bridesmaids, the bride looking lovingly at her groom, the best dressed guests, a group of everyone at your table, the bride and groom laughing, the cutest older couple, a yummy treat, someone holding hands, the most generations in one photo, the wedding party having fun, the best and worst dancer in action, a peck on the cheek, a happy family, a silly selfie, and the groom and his buddies. I don't think anybody did this, but it was cute. The intentions were there. Then this was our guest book for our engagement party. It's very cute. I'll actually probably sit and read this because I'm a sentimental sap and I love stuff like this. The card box that we used, I don't think we'll be using it again, but I have it just in case. These were really fun. I had the Cricut write up all of these and I cut the paper myself. Advice and well wishes for the future Mr. and Mrs. So whether, you know, the vibe of these is going to depend on your guests. So this first one, very cute, very, like, pure. I hope you have a wonderful marriage and life together. Don't forget to laugh and dance. When you fight, always say I love you and never go to sleep angry. A piece of advice I wish someone gave me is never give up. A lasting marriage is built on respect, love, and communication. My wish for you both is love, health, and prosperity. Very, very pure, very sweet. Next. I hope you have a lot of fun making babies soon. Don't forget to say I love you every chance you get. When you fight, always keep in the back of your mind you love this person and will soon be having sex. A piece of advice I wish someone gave me is don't worry, life has its ups and downs, but it all works out for the best. A lasting marriage is built on love, of course, and understanding and accepting the other person's perspective. My wish for you both is that you savor any challenges and revel in all the happy moments because it is all part of the journey. I think there were more about babies, but... Anyway, and then we also did these cute date night cards where we just asked people to, it just says share your favorite date night ideas with a happy couple. And a lot of people, you know, not a lot of people did these, but some people did too. So I'm probably I have a lot left over, so I'll probably bring them to the wedding and just have them sitting somewhere. Just in case somebody wants to, you know, do something that's not dancing. But I'm going to read this. I'm sorry I'm going as fast as I can so this doesn't tie again. I have this beautiful binder. This is going to be my day of binder. It's just white with a little gold embellishment. Sure. And little gold corner protectors. So sweet. Came off of Amazon in a pack of 2, and the other one is actually kind of the color of my bridesmaids, so I think that's really cute, and I'll have that one in the room with us. This is going to be like my binder, and the other one will be for like anybody that needs to grab it. But I have not started filling it yet. And last but not least, when I said we were going to save on flowers, I don't really care, and I don't want to spend a lot of money on flowers because they're just going to die, and nobody even takes them home, nobody cares, nobody remembers the flowers of your wedding. So this is one of the solo wood flowers examples. I saw a lot of reviews saying like, oh, it's a scam, it's not at all what I expected, customer service sucks, yada yada yada, they never even came, not as described. So I just started with samples. I ordered the samples and I really liked them. When I said wood flowers, Devin was like, no. But then they came and I showed him. He's like, oh, this is fine. So I got the samples before Black Friday. And then for Black Friday, I ordered 1,000 of them. So what I'm going to do for the bachelorette is the girls and I are going to make our bouquets together. I think that's so sweet. Yeah, I don't know. So all of the flowers don't have stems at the moment. They're just the flower heads like I was just showing you in the samples. So I need to get all the stems together. I also got some more flowers, but these came off of TikTok Shop. And these are like pure white. The other ones are not. They're just natural. I didn't get any dye on those flowers because I like the natural ones best. But these are just, you know, I could use these for something else, whether it's decorating the aisle for the ceremony or centerpieces, whatever. I'll figure it out. But I have, I think, 50 of these, 30 of these, something like that. I don't remember how many, but that's all my wedding stuff. My throat's killing me. I've been talking for too much for too long. While you were cooling off, I made my lunch and I want to eat it. So I'm going to go do exactly that. Maybe I'll take a couple cute little thumbnail pictures first. But I think that's it. Just the girl and all her wedding stuff. So now I'm going to put all this back in the corner and ignore it until March. So I can crack into it for the shower. And then ignore it until April for the bachelorette. And then ignore it until May for the wedding. And then who knows what after that. But that's everything that I have for my wedding that I have done so far. And where I'm at 100 days out from my wedding. Oh, I also wrote my vows. I think I've said that in another video though. And I love them. I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, I think that's it. Okay, thanks for listening to me yap. That was a lot of fun. And I made a mess, but okay, I'm hungry and I don't want to talk anymore. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye.